All right, guys, got another one for you. 2007 Jeep Liberty. Customer called in and said that he was getting a crank and it would start and shut off. And I went and checked it out. They were able to engage the starter with the relay, but the car wouldn't start. First thing I noticed when I put the key in was a solid red security light at the dash. So I pulled the codes and I was getting a P0513, which is, I believe it's invalid key detected, skim key detected. So I, also in the skim module, it was actually given skim transponder communication failure. So like it wasn't able to communicate with the key. So I tested the key. It looks like an original key, and I got no signal. I got a replacement, and this does show a signal. I'm going to show you here in a second. All right. Back at the car. Okay, key here, and red security light down there, and it stays on, does not go off. All right, so we got our tester. Let's put this key in, see what we get. Unknown, and this is a replacement, and ID 46, which is what this is supposed to be. So I'm calling on the key. So we're going to go ahead and pull the skim module, which is the immobilizer, which is basically right here. This ring around here. It's two screws here. I believe they're T20s right here. We're going to pull this, pop that, and pull out the module. By the way, that's about the depth, so you need something long like this. That's like about, what, 2.5 inches or so. All right, this out. There's what it looks like. It's actually a T25. And there's the skip module. It's this whole thing here. There's a clip right here holding it. I'm about to pull it out. You just kind of grab the whole thing and just gently pry it, pull it down, and that's it. One push clip here to pull it out. There it is. So now we're going to go back to the bench and open this up, because this is going to be an all keys lost situation, and we're going to have to read the EEPROM to add the key manually. On these two tabs right here, it pops up. Right, so there it is, the board with the cover removed, and that is our EEPROM chip right there, 95080. So we'll be able to connect up with the clip on this one, guys. Right, we got the APA 103 clip, the red stripe following this thing, the legend, that's pin 1 there. We've got our new replacement key. Gonna put that there in the reader, and pin 1 is designated by the red stripe, which is this one. And on the board, as you can see, one side of the chip is beveled. That the side with the bevel indicates pin 1, so we're gonna connect up the reader there, so like that. All right, back to the IM608. Gonna go to programmer. Chip read and write. EEPROM. Hold on. Then we're gonna go to ST. There it is. It was 95080. Right. Yeah, there it is. EEPROM. Schematic, that's just generic. This kind of explains what I just showed to you about the bevel on the chip. I have other videos on that. Watch my previous videos if you want more information. We always check our validation on this channel. Yes, we got to make sure we have read and write on, which they are. Perfect. We don't really mess with the voltage. And now we're gonna try read. If we're on the chip good, it should read. Might have to reseat the clip a few times sometimes to make sure you're seated on all the pins. Yeah. All right, had to make sure I was seated properly. So we do a read. It's doing our first read. And there we're doing our validation read. And there it is. So that's the data, the EEPROM data, immobilizer data for the keys. So we're gonna save that. And we're gonna call it Jeep. Yeah, we'll just call it Jeep lib like that. All right. And just be mindful of your path. It's in the programmer. Save. Okay. Now we're gonna go to write key by dump. So we're gonna go back, escape. So we're gonna write the new key in to this dump we just did. You can also do this from the other side, the emo side, but you get more control coming in through this side, like how I do it. It's more like the power user way, how I do it, versus using the kind of like the guide through the key dump. Some vehicles, they offer that. Some vehicles, you have to know what you're doing. Yep, that's right. USA, Jeep, Liberty. That's us. That's our EEPROM 95080. All right, now we're gonna load it. Sorry about that glare. There's our file. Okay, that's our file we want. Analyzing data. Data is ready. Wow. Got a lot of keys on this thing. We're gonna go to 7 and make key. I gotta see what's the maximum amount of keys on this car. Add a key number 7, yes. It's writing. The key is in there. Sorry about it being dark. But the key was in there. Save, yes, we want to save the file. And I'm going to call it Liberty, right? So that's the name I added to the back. It starts with the EEPROM date. Okay, save. All right. All right, I just hit OK. By the way, here is the pin code for the immobilizer if you wanted to add a key. So now we actually have the pin code, which is 5436. Tells you the chip type and all of that it uses. That's it. So geez, I went in here and maximum number of keys is 8. So we're still within this threshold. And there's more information on the keys. Right. All right, we're gonna go back into the programmer now and write the new key data dump file we have back to the immobilizer. So we're just gonna reverse the steps we just did. Gonna close up the immobilizer, put it back in the car. Chip, read and write. EEPROM ST 95080 EEPROM, right? And right here. It's writing it, then it's going to read it and verify the read, and there it is, it's good. So now we're going to close this up and head back to the vehicle. Guys, next step, we're decoding the key. So there it is right there being decoded. All right, decoded. We're going to go ahead and cut. All right, that looks good. Well, let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, new key. Works perfect. All right, let's go ahead and try it now. All right, just connected the immobilizer back. See? Oh, I gotta connect the battery. Got battery, got the key in. Let's check out for that security light. Security light is on. Security light is off. There we go. Started right up. So that's it, boys. This was a successful fix. Diagnosed as a bad key. Program cut new key pulling out the skim, and it works. Buttons work. Lock and unlock. Okay. Yep. So like and subscribe, man.